the year no one prepares you for. The first year of marriage. It looks beautiful from the outside. Smiles, photos, newly married tag. But inside, it is the most confusing year of your life. Because this is the year where love stops being imagination and starts becoming responsibility. Before marriage, love is optional. After marriage, love is required. And that changes everything. Most couples think problems come after years. But the truth is simple. Backhand index pointing right marriages are either built or broken in the first year. Not loudly, not dramatically, but silently. In this video, we will expose the emotional reality of the first year, the psychology of husbands and wives, why love feels different, why fights increase, why silence becomes common, and how this year decides your entire married life. This is not advice from movies. This is marriage reality. Chapter 1. Life before marriage, the illusion. Before marriage, you love the idea of a person. You meet when you want to. You talk when you are ready. You hide your worst moods. You control your words. Love lives in messages, calls, planned meetings. There is space. There is mystery. There is excitement. Your brain is full of hope. After marriage, everything will be perfect. But marriage removes distance. And distance was secretly protecting your fantasy. Expectations that destroy the first year. Everyone enters marriage with expectations they never discuss. The wife expects emotional attention, deep connection, effort without asking. The husband expects peace, respect, support without complaints. Both expect love, but they define love differently. And when expectations are not met, disappointment is born. Chapter 2. The first 3 months, the shock phase. The first 90 days of marriage are not romantic. They are mentally exhausting. Why? Because your brain is adjusting to a new routine, a new role, a permanent person in your space. Your mind silently asks, is this my life now? And then guilt follows. Because you are not supposed to doubt marriage. So you hide your confusion. And hidden confusion becomes emotional distance. What a woman goes through psychology. In the first year, many women feel emotionally neglected, overloaded, unseen. She thinks, why doesn't he understand me like before? Why do I feel lonely even though I'm married? Why do I have to explain my emotions? Her emotional system needs reassurance, presence, validation. When she doesn't get it, she becomes more emotional, more reactive, more sensitive, not because she changed, but because her expectations met reality. What a man goes through psychology. Men rarely talk about their side. In the first year, a man feels pressure to provide, fear of failure, loss of independence. He thinks, I must be strong. I must not show weakness. I must handle everything. So he shuts down emotionally, not because he stopped loving, but because society taught him silence. Chapter 3. Communication breakdown. In the first year, couples don't stop talking. They stop understanding. Conversations turn into complaints, defenses, accusations. You never listen. You always complain. You don't care. But the real message behind every fight is, backhand index pointing right, please understand me. When that message is ignored, distance grows. Chapter 4. Small fights, big damage. The first year fights are rarely about big issues. They are about tone, timing, attention, effort. Small fights become dangerous because they happen daily. Unresolved emotions pile up. Resentment grows quietly, and silence replaces affection. Chapter 5. Ego, the hidden enemy. Ego destroys more marriages than cheating. Ego says, I am right. They should change. I won't apologize first. Marriage is not about winning arguments. It's about protecting connection. When ego leads, respect dies. Love feels heavy. Distance feels normal. Chapter 6. Intimacy reality. No one talks about this. Before marriage, desire is excitement. After marriage, desire requires emotional safety. In the first year, intimacy may reduce. Attraction may feel different. Effort feels forced. This scares couples. But intimacy doesn't die. It changes form. The problem? No one explains this. Chapter 7. Money and responsibility pressure. Money problems appear early. Bills, planning, future stress. Men feel pressure to provide. Women feel insecurity. Money fights are not about money. They are about fear. Fear of instability. Fear of failure. Fear of the future. Chapter 8. Family and outside voices. Parents, relatives, friends. Everyone has advice. Comparison begins. Look at their marriage. Why aren't you like them? Comparison kills gratitude. Your marriage is not a competition. It's a private journey. Chapter 9. Emotional withdrawal. When problems are ignored, effort decreases, care reduces, silence increases. This is the most dangerous stage, because love doesn't end loudly. It fades quietly. Chapter 10. The 6 to 12-month turning point. By the end of the first year, one of two things happens. Path 1. Emotional distance. Love becomes duty. Communication dies. Resentment lives. Path 2. Emotional maturity. Acceptance grows. Understanding develops. Love deepens. The difference? Self-awareness. Chapter 11. What actually saves a marriage? Not romance. Not beauty. Not money. What saves marriage? Emotional intelligence. Honest communication. Humility. Love is not a feeling. Love is a daily choice. Chapter 12. How strong couples survive the first year. They listen more than they speak. Apologize faster. Stop trying to win. Start trying to understand. They accept. No one is perfect. The first year of marriage is not meant to be easy. It is meant to break illusions, build maturity, teach partnership. If two people survive this year with honesty, they don't just stay married. They become unstoppable. Chapter 13. Daily life, where love is really tested. The real test of marriage doesn't happen during big fights. It happens on ordinary days, when there is no special plan, no romance, no excitement, just routine, waking up tired, doing the same chores, eating the same food, having the same responsibilities. This is where many people feel, is this all marriage is? And the truth is, this is where real love begins. Because love is not proven in excitement. Love is proven in consistency. Why routine kills attraction, psychology. The human brain loves novelty. Before marriage, every meeting felt new. Every conversation felt special. After marriage, predictability increases. Mystery disappears. And the brain confuses comfort with boredom. This is why many couples think something is missing. But nothing is missing. What's missing is effort. Chapter 14. The why did you change phase. Around the middle of the first year, a common sentence appears. You changed after marriage. But people don't change suddenly. What really happens? Pressure reveals personality. Responsibility reveals coping styles. Stress reveals emotional maturity. Marriage doesn't create problems. It exposes existing ones. How women see this change. She feels. He was more caring before. He doesn't try anymore. He takes me for granted. Her pain is emotional. She misses attention, validation, feeling chosen. How men see this change. He feels. She is never satisfied. No matter what I do, it's not enough. I'm failing. His pain is ego-based. He feels unappreciated, criticized, pressured. Both are hurting. Both feel misunderstood. And neither knows how to express it safely. Chapter 15. Arguments that are never about the argument. Most first-year fights look small, but they are never about dishes, time, messages, tone. They are about backhand index pointing right emotional needs not being met. When someone feels unheard, they fight harder. When someone feels attacked, they shut down. This creates the classic pattern. One chases, one withdraws, and both feel rejected. Chapter 16. Emotional safety. The most important thing. Love cannot survive without emotional safety. Emotional safety means you can speak without fear. You can feel without being judged. You can be vulnerable without punishment. In the first year, many couples lose emotional safety because words are used as weapons. Silence is used as control. Ego replaces empathy. Once emotional safety is gone, attraction fades. Intimacy suffers. Love feels risky. Chapter 17. Intimacy, rejection, and silent hurt. Physical intimacy in the first year becomes confusing. One partner wants closeness. The other wants space. Rejection happens, directly or indirectly. And rejection hurts deeply because it feels personal. But often rejection is not about desire. It's about stress, emotional disconnection, exhaustion. When intimacy becomes a battlefield, both partners feel unwanted. Chapter 18. The role of trauma and past experiences. Marriage doesn't start from zero. Each person brings childhood wounds, past relationship scars, learned behavior patterns. The first year triggers these wounds. For example, someone raised in criticism becomes defensive. Someone raised in neglect becomes anxious. Someone taught to suppress emotions becomes distant. Without awareness, couples blame each other for wounds they didn't create. Chapter 19, Comparison and Social Media Illusions. Social media destroys first-year marriages silently. You see happy couples, romantic trips, perfect moments. You don't see their fights, their silence, their struggles. Comparison creates dissatisfaction, and dissatisfaction kills gratitude. Chapter 20, When Apologies Disappear. In strong relationships, apologies are frequent. In weak relationships, ego blocks apologies. During the first year, many couples stop apologizing because they fear losing power. They fear being wrong. They fear vulnerability. But refusal to apologize slowly kills respect. Chapter 21, Emotional Neglect. The Invisible Damage. Emotional neglect doesn't look abusive. It looks like disinterest, disconnection, absence, being physically present but emotionally unavailable. Hurts more than arguments, because at least fights show care. Silence shows withdrawal. Chapter 22, The Moment Many Think About Giving Up. There is a moment in the first year when many people secretly think, did I make a mistake? This thought brings shame, so they hide it, even from themselves. But this thought is not about regret. It's about overwhelm. Marriage is heavy at first, and heavy things need time to feel natural. Chapter 23, The Turning Point, Self-Awareness. The couples who survive the first year develop one key skill, self-awareness. They stop asking, why are you like this? And start asking, why does this affect me so deeply? Self-aware couples take responsibility for reactions, communicate needs clearly, reduce blame. This changes everything. Chapter 24, Rebuilding Connection, Practical Psychology. Connection returns when listening replaces defending, curiosity replaces accusation, empathy replaces ego. Simple actions rebuild love, undivided attention, soft tone, appreciation, physical affection without demand. Love doesn't need grand gestures. It needs consistency. Chapter 25, The Real Meaning of Commitment. Commitment is not staying because it's easy. Commitment is staying when you are misunderstood, you are tired, you are disappointed, but staying consciously, not silently. Chapter 26, What the First Year is Actually For. The first year is not for happiness. It is for learning, adjusting, building emotional muscles. People who expect constant happiness get disappointed. People who expect growth get stronger. Chapter 27, The Marriages That Last. Long-lasting marriages are not lucky. They are intentional. They survive the first year because they talk, even when uncomfortable. They apologize, even when hurt. They choose understanding over ego. Final deep truth, very important. Marriage doesn't fail because love disappears. Marriage fails because feelings are ignored, needs are mocked, vulnerability is punished. When love feels unsafe, people emotionally leave long before physically leaving. Final ending, very powerful. The first year of marriage will break your illusions, test your patience, expose your wounds. But if two people choose honesty over ego, this year becomes the strongest foundation of their life. Last viral line, strongest closing. The first year doesn't decide whether you stay married. It decides how you stay married.